Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now we are going to revise Unit 4 of Mathematics 2. Uh, that is vector differentiation. Okay. So first let me tell you what all the topics are there in this unit. Then we'll see one by one. So Unit 4, vector differentiation. This is like a small mind map I am doing because it will be easy for you to cover. Okay. So first is what is a scalar point function and vector point function, you should know. Scalar point function and vector point function. This is the basic knowledge you should have. Then we define the operator del. We'll have it here. Del is the operator. I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z. This is the operator we have, del. It can be applied in a scalar point function. It will become del f or del phi. Scalar point function means phi of x, y, z is equal to 0. Okay, that is del phi or grade phi. Then it can be applied to a vector point function. F bar is f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Okay, it can be applied in two different ways. One is dot product. Dot product is del dot f, that is divergence of f. Let us see everything in detail. Then del cross f, that is cross product. This is dot product, this is cross product. This is called curl f. Okay. If this is equal to 0, then f is said to be solenoidal. If divergence of f vanishes, then it will become solenoidal. And if del cross f curl f vanishes, then it is called irrotational. Then we have directional derivative. Before this itself you can see directional derivative. And if it is irrotational, then we can find out the scalar potential also. For irrotational, you can find out scalar potential. Okay. Then we have some vector identities. Seven or eight identities are there. Whichever you can remember, you can study that. One definite question you can expect from vector identities even for university exam. Okay. That's all in the unit. If something is missing, we'll see later. We'll come back again. Okay. So this is del phi. So first is scalar point function. Consider a region in the space E. And for each point, if you assign a real number, then it is called scalar. For every point P of x, y, z in the space, if you assign a real number, then it is called unique real number. Then it is called scalar point function. If you can assign a vector function for unique vector function f, then it is said to be vector point function in the field. Okay. Then next is gradient, right? Del. Let us define the operator del. It is called del. This is the differential operator and it can be obtained either to a scalar point function or vector point function. First, let us define del. Del is I into dou by dou x. This you have to remember. J into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z. Okay. So this is an operator. It doesn't have a meaning as it is. It has to be applied on a function. Okay. It may be a scalar point function or vector point function. Okay. Then next is, it can be applied to a scalar point function. If it is applied to scalar point function, means generally phi of x, y, z is equal to 0. We consider this as a scalar point function, phi. And vector point function means f bar. Okay. F bar means f1i. Generally we take f bar as f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Okay. So if it is applied in the scalar point function, del is applied in the scalar point function, that is called gradient of phi or grade phi. So grade phi is del phi, that is I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z to be applied on phi. That means for each term dou phi by dou x, because this is a scalar point function only, it doesn't have ijk. Okay, so j into dou phi by dou y plus k into dou phi by dou z. Okay, this is our gradient. So we have applied to a scalar point function. Del is applied to a scalar point function, and the resultant is a vector point function. I into dou phi by dou x plus j into dou phi by dou y plus k into dou phi by dou z. Please remember these things. When del is applied to a scalar point function, then the resultant will be a vector point function. Okay. Then next is divergence. Del is applied to a vector point function f bar. F bar be f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Then del dot f is called divergence of f. What is divergence? Del is what? I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z. So divergence, it is denoted by div. Divergence of f is del dot f. So if you apply I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z dot this f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Right? Therefore, dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z. Right? This is divergence of f. And next is when it is applied to, if you take cross product. Now we have taken dot product. Here we have taken dot product. This is dot product. When you take a cross product, it is called curl of f or curl f. Okay. So this is cross product. Please remember these things. When you are taking dot product, it is called divergence. When you are taking cross product, it is curl f. C-U-R-L, curl f. It is denoted by curl f, that is del cross f. Generally I, j, k. This is the cross product. And we know del is what? I into dou by dou x plus j into dou. So dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z is in the second row. So first and second row will remain the same. To which function you are applying, only that will vary. Okay. So f1, f2, f3. So I have to expand this. This is curl f. Now, if the divergence of f is 0, if the divergence of f is 0, then f is said to be solenoidal. It is a solenoidal vector. If the curl of f is equal to 0, f is said to be irrotational. Okay. So, using this, you can expect 1 or 2 problems. Find the values of ABC. Either prove that divergence, even for university exams, 2 or 3 marks, even for 5 marks, you can expect. Okay, so prove that it is 0. Some vector function f bar will be given. You will be asked to prove that it is solenoidal or it is irrotational. So you should be able to remember. Solenoidal means you should take divergence of, that is a dot product. If it is irrotational, then curl of. Curl of means cross product with the function. Okay, cross product of del with the function, del cross f. This is del dot f. Okay, and another important point, if f bar is irrotational, then you can find out the scalar potential. Scalar potential means if it is irrotational, definitely f bar can be written as del phi. Okay, then you have to equate this. This f bar will be f1i plus f2j plus f3k, and here I into dou phi by dou x plus j into dou phi by dou y plus k into dou phi by dou z. So corresponding components you have to equate them, then find del phi, integrate accordingly and find the value of phi. Phi is called the scalar potential of the function f. And one definite question, even for 5 marks or 7 marks, you can expect even for university exam. Okay, find the scalar potential. Prove that this function f is irrotational and find its scalar potential. Okay, definite question you can expect. Then next is directional derivative. This is another important point, important topic, directional derivative. One definite question you can expect for university exam also for 5 marks. Find the directional derivative of the function phi at the point p of x comma y comma z in the direction of, find the directional derivative of phi at the point p x y z in the direction of, that is important, in the direction of the unit vector n cap. Then it is given by directional derivative is given by n cap dot grade phi. Grade phi is what? Del phi. Okay, or del phi. You can write it as del phi. Then what else we have? Vector identities, 6 or 7 identities I will give you in the last. So del phi, solenoidal, irrotational, yes, that's all. We'll do some problems. First we'll start from directional derivative only. Phi of x, y, z is equal to, find the directional derivative of phi of x, y, z is equal to x, y squared plus y, z cube at the point 2 comma minus 1 comma 1 in the direction of, I plus 2j plus 2k. Maybe you would have done this problem, but still. So what you have to do is first you find out del phi. Okay. First you find out del phi. Del phi is what? I into dou phi by dou x plus j into dou phi by dou y plus k into dou phi by dou z. So I into dou phi by dou x. So here x is there, so y squared. Then here no x, so only y squared here. Okay. So plus j into dou by dou y of this. So 2xy plus z cube, right? Plus k into dou by dou z of. So first term we don't have z, only 3z squared, 3y z squared. Okay. Now del phi at the point, 2 comma minus 1 very simple. You consider this phi. In M1 I have explained very well in the how to do the partial differentiation. We have done basic problems also. Okay. So del phi at 2 comma minus 1 comma 1, as you substitute wherever you find x, replace it by 2. Wherever you find y, you replace it by minus 1, and wherever you have z, replace it by 1. That's all. Just substitute in this. This is our del phi. Okay. So del phi means I into, what is y? Y squared. So 1. Okay. Minus 1 the whole square. If you want, you can write like this. Plus j into Just substitute 2 into x is what? 2 into y is minus 1. Then plus z is what? 1. Okay. Plus k into 3 into minus 1 into z squared is also 1 only. So this will be I. Then here 4 minus 4 plus 1, right? So minus 3j minus 3k, right? This is our del phi at. Now let us keep it aside. What is the in the direction of? So what is given? A bar is, this is another vector. Let us take it as A. Okay. A bar is I plus 2j plus 2k. Implies A cap is what? Whenever a vector A is given, you should know how to find out. How will you find out its unit vector? Divided by its normal, modulus. Okay, so I plus 2j plus 2k divided by root of 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared. So A cap is equal to 1 by 3. 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared. So root of 9 you will be getting. So 1 by 3 into I plus 2j plus 2k. Right? This is our A vector, unit vector A. Now what is directional derivative? When you find out all these things, it is very simple. Del phi dot A, that's all. Del phi dot A cap. What is our del phi now? I minus 3j minus 3k. I minus 3j minus 3k. Dot product with A cap is 1 by 3 into I plus 2j plus 2k. So 1 by 3 into 1 into 1. So 1 minus 3 plus 2. So minus 6. Again 3 into minus 6. So you will be getting minus 11 by 3 is the directional derivative. So very simple, phi will be given along in which direction that is to be taken as the vector A, and find the unit vector for that. Okay. For which function, scalar point function, you have to take gradient of that function del phi and take the dot product with this. Okay. And one more point you have to remember, del phi means note. Del phi is the normal to the surface. Surface phi of xyz is equal to 0. If phi of xyz is equal to 0 is given, if you are asked to find out the normal to the surface, you can find out grade phi. And unit normal to the surface means del phi by modulus of del phi. That will be our unit normal to the surface. Okay. And the directional derivative is always maximum in the direction of del phi. Please remember that also. Sometimes they may ask. Okay. Then we'll do some more problems. Find the value of divergence of, next question. Find the value of divergence of grade phi where phi is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus 3xyz. So first let us find out grade phi. Grade phi is what? I into dou by dou x plus dou phi by dou x plus j into dou phi by dou y plus k into dou phi by dou z. So I into dou phi by dou x, so 2x minus 3yz, right? Plus j into dou phi by dou y is what? 2y minus 3xz with respect to y. So plus k into 2z, all the others are 0. All the other variables are to be treated as constant when you are differentiating partially with respect to one variable, right? So 3az means 3xy. Okay. So next is divergence of grade phi. That means you have to take the dot product with what is del phi? it is I into dou phi by dou x plus I into dou phi by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z. This is our del, right? So divergence means what? Take the dot product with this function with this one. So dou by dou x of dou by dou, I am taking dot product with this function and this function, this vector point function. Okay, this is our grade 5. So dou by dou x of 2x minus 3yz plus dou by dou y of 2y minus 3xz plus dou by dou z of 2z minus 3xy. So dou by dou x of this is 2 plus 2 plus 2, therefore 6 is the answer. Okay. Next, find del dot del cross f. Find del dot del cross f. So whenever you are given f, if you don't know, you just write f1, f bar is equal to f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Right? First let us find out inside this del cross f. So del cross f is I, j, k. First two rows you just write dou by dou x, dou by, they will never change, dou by dou z. This is the cross product. Okay. Then f1, f2, f3. You have to expand this. So I into dou f3 by dou y minus dou f2 by dou z, right? Minus or plus j into, I am taking in the wrong other direction. So dou f1 by dou z minus dou f3 by dou x. That's why I am taking plus here, but I am taking in the other direction. Okay. That's why. So k into dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou z, right? Now you have to take a del dot, that is divergence of this. So I into del dot del cross f. This is our del cross f, already we have found out. Now we have to take the dot product with this. Okay. So I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z, dot product of this vector. This is one vector, right? So I am going to write directly here. So here dou by dou x of this term, dou by dou y of this term and dou by dou z of this term. Okay. So this will become dou squared f3 by dou x dou y minus dou squared f2 by dou x dou z, right? Plus dou squared f1 by, this is dou by dou y of, so dou y dou z minus dou squared f3 by dou y dou x plus dou squared f3 by dou z dou x minus dou squared f1 by, this is with respect to z. So here this is not z actually, dou f1 by dou y, okay. Dou squared f1 by dou z dou y. Are you getting this? Dou squared f3 by dou x dou y, minus dou squared f3 by dou y dou x. So these two terms will get cancelled. And dou squared f2 by dou x dou y, dou x dou z, dou squared plus dou squared f3 by dou x dou z. Yeah, these two will get cancelled. Dou squared f1 by dou y dou z, dou squared f1 by dou z dou y. So this is equal to 0. You are asked to find the value of del dot del cross f, that is divergence of curl f is equal to 0. Divergence of curl f is equal to 0. This is a result actually. Okay. Next, find the value of ABC. Find the value of ABC if the vector f bar is equal to x plus f bar is equal to x plus 2y plus az I plus bx minus 3y minus z into j plus 4x minus cy plus 2z into k is irrotational. Find the values of A, B, C if f bar is equal to is irrotational. Irrotational means what? Del cross f is equal to 0, right? So given f bar is irrotational. So del cross f is equal to 0. That means I, j, k. And dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. These kind of problems are very, very important. X plus 2y plus az. And the second one is bx minus 3y minus z. Then 4x minus cy minus 2z. So k dou by dou z. J dou by dou y. I'll write neatly, that's all. So yeah. So this is equal to 0. Now I into, what will you get? Dou by dou y of this. So minus c. Dou by dou y of minus c. Then minus dou by dou z also minus 1. Right? Plus j into means j z. So a minus of x. So a minus 4. Right? Plus k into, when you are taking plus here, first you consider like this. This term you first, then this cross. Okay. So k into dou by dou x of so b minus dou by dou y of so 2 is equal to 0. Here 0 means it is not a single 0, actually 0 vector. That means 0i plus 0j plus 0k. Okay. So you can equate separately. So minus c minus 1 is equal to 0. So c will be minus 1 and a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. These are the values. A is equal to 4, b is equal to 2, c is equal to minus 1. I'll give you one more homework for you. The same thing, only f bar will vary. Okay. Take it as a homework and or practice question, you can see. For practice, the same question with f only will differ. So 2x plus 3y plus az into I plus bx plus 2y plus 3z into j plus 2x plus cy plus 3z into k. Find the values of A, B, C if f bar is irrotational. I'll give you the answers also so that you can verify. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3 and C is also 3. This is the answer for this question. Okay. This is the answer. Yeah. One more question. Let us see. Del of f bar. F of r. Del of f of r is equal to f dash of r divided by r into r vector, where r vector is equal to, this is a standard question, xi plus yj plus zk. So prove that prove that del of f of r is equal to this one. So now let us take, what is R? R is always the position vector xi plus yj plus zk. Okay. So R squared is equal to root of R is equal to root of x squared plus y squared plus modulus of R is our R, right? So R squared can be written as x squared plus y squared plus z squared. These are all standard results you should know. So differentiating partially with respect to x, I'll get 2r into dou r by dou x is equal to right hand side you will get 2x. That implies dou r by dou x is equal to x by r. Similarly, dou r by dou y is equal to y by r. These things are useful for many questions like this. Dou r by dou z is equal to z by r. Okay. So now I want del of f of r, right? So what is del I into dou by dou x? I into dou by dou x plus j into dou by dou y plus k into dou by dou z to be applied on f of r, right? So if I apply, I will get I into dou by dou x of f of r. I don't know what is f of r, right? So I can write it as f of r into dou r by dou x. I want to differentiate this partially with respect to x. We don't know what is the function f. So I am simply writing f dash of r. Because we don't know the function, just write f dash into, but r is, we know that r is a function of x, y, z, right? So dou r by dou x and plus j into dou f dash of r, same thing, f dash of r into dou r by dou y plus k into f dash of r into dou r by dou z, right? So this is equal to I into f dash of r into, what is dou r by dou x? X by r plus j into f dash of r into y by r plus k into f dash of r into z by r. What is common in all the terms? F dash of r divided by r is common, right? So I into x or xi plus yj plus zk. What is this actually? F dash of r by r. This r means modulus of r, not the vector, okay? But this is vector r, so r vector. R vector is xi plus yj plus zk. The modulus of r without vector symbol, if it is there, it is modulus of, that is root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. That is our modulus of r. Okay, so if it doesn't have bar, then it is a modulus, right? Now using this you can find out. So what did we find out now? Del of f of r is equal to f dash of r by r into r vector, right? So now I can apply this. If f of r is equal to, for some particular functions if you want you can find out. So if f of r is equal to log r, then what will be our f dash of r? F dash of r is 1 by r, right? Therefore, if you substitute del of log r, then it will be f dash of r. F dash of r is 1 by r. Already we have 1 by r here. So 1 by r squared into r bar. Similarly, you can replace any other functions also. That's all about this unit, and we have some vector identities are there. Some vector identities are, we have already proved these things. I have given you the proofs previously. So vector identities. Actually using this also sometimes some problems will be asked. So you have to remember these things. Curl of grade phi is equal to 0. Then that means grade phi is always irrotational, okay? And divergence of curl f is equal to 0. This we have proved just now. Divergence of curl f is equal to 0. Then we have divergence of phi into a vector is equal to grade phi dot A vector plus phi into divergence of A vector. Okay. Then similarly, curl of phi into A vector, phi into A vector is equal to grade phi cross A vector plus phi into curl A. Then we have grade of A dot B, gradient of A dot B is equal to B dot del, or this will be easy to remember, you can A cross curl B plus B cross curl A, even these brackets are not required, plus A dot del of B vector applied on this plus B dot del of A vector applied on this. And one more I'll give you, divergence of A cross B is equal to B into curl A minus A dot B dot, sorry, not B into B dot curl A minus A dot curl B. Similarly, curl of A cross B, you try to remember these results, okay? A into divergence of B minus B into divergence of A plus B dot del of A vector minus A dot del of B vector. Yes. Then using this, there are some problems also. Del phi, prove that is, you prove these things. Del f cross del g is always solenoidal, where f and g are scalar point functions. So even you can do problems using these things. Okay. Hope this will be useful for you for tomorrow's objective exam, and all the best. Do well and thank you for listening. All the very best. Please practice some more problems and you will get that confidence. Okay. And all the best. Thank you so much for listening.